I love holiday traffic. It's Thanksgiving week, and slept an extra 10 minutes later than I wanted to, and very little traffic. So I'm about 5 minutes behind my normal schedule downtown. Really excited about the time I have here. I really like it because I get to kind of like do my journal, do my 5 minute journal. I focus on what are my goals, my big goals, and what am I doing against them. And I've also have a new habit of writing out um, one article a morning when I have an idea book. So that's pretty cool. Um, Big day today. We're gonna obviously have a slew of meetings. Everybody's trying to get things done before the holiday, and I'm excited about that because get a lot of things done, which is really nice. Take some stress off the shoulders by result. But then I'm also gonna do, get some good training. We got a new schedule with fitness and just a lot of creative stuff. So I'm gonna get a coffee, let's sit down, get this done. So I'm writing out all the competitor level programming right now. Really excited about it, but trying to find a balance between strength movements and soft tissue and development of weaknesses. So I'm adding in a lot of glute and hamstring and strengthen around the knee joints. We had a really big competitive period where we were doing really high intensity events and training, and so I'm trying to bring people some time to develop out those imbalances that may have occurred. So it's super hard. It'll be a little humbling because it's not easy, but it's going to be just what we need to last a really long time and have really healthy careers. So that's what we're working on. So I spent the morning, I wrote a whole bunch of workouts, won a whole bunch of training, tons of emails, wrote a lot of content. Really just wanted, what am I trying to accomplish? I'm trying to share what I've learned and kind of share with you the journey so that way when I'm looking back and I can kind of see lessons and patterns, I can reflect on that. That's what I'm trying to do. What I'm really trying to share here is just the journey, right? Like, spent all morning super early, focused on kind of developing myself, making me a better person, writing, putting content out, and some of it feels like very motivational and encouraging and like kind of practical, do this, do that. But also as a point of me doing that, I actually did the behavior that I was sharing you should do. Like taking the lesson, the pattern that I see, and then making myself do it. It takes courage and it takes time to do it. And so that's a huge return. So you're really just kind of like doing your own lessons and living that life has been really good for me. So that's number one. That's what I did early today. Now I'm going to change my hats and we're going to get very serious. I'm going to look at things at scale. I am working on the cybersecurity side, Azure, and really building up a global program, something that's very difficult, and have had a lot of success over the last decade doing this type of work. So I'm super excited and passionate about that. We're on actually the tail end. So I literally been working on this for 9 months straight. And so we're at the finish line right now, and I'm working with Honeywell and Microsoft and Amazon and EY to wrap this up. And so pretty exciting to see this come to a conclusion. Excited about the next chapter and the next type of project. I really like making things big, commercializing, bringing big things to market. And I'm hoping and I'm grateful that I'm able to kind of combine these passions and do it here. So that's it. Time to get inside. Just working on some projects. Nothing fancy, just working. So really have been sending a lot of people notes. It's a fantastic time of year. It's Thanksgiving week. Some people are a little slower, so I've really just been sending like personal texts, I haven't called anybody yet. That's kind of funny. Personal texts, Snapchat texts, like literally just reaching out to people wherever they like to communicate and just saying hi, offering to grab a drink with several of them just to, because usually schedules are lighter now. Really enjoying kind of that interaction, and reached out to a few people that expressed, getting together and doing things, and now we're collaborating. So really loving that kind of vibe. I feel really good. Like the last, I guess, 30 minutes has been that. I work, a lot of different, I guess, professional folks that are helping me on projects. I'm happy to engage with them there. And then also just on the personal level. So it's been fun, enjoying it. I got about 16 minutes, to be specific, to get one of the little web landing pages up that I need to do. It's kind of, I gotta hustle a little bit. I gotta get this done for Black Friday, and man, it's exciting, but it's tight. So, feeling pretty good about those communications and those notes to people. I'm gonna keep trying to do it all day, and not avoiding the work, but I feel like I just need to get in there and just start cutting some websites out. So that's it. All right, so what have I learned in the last couple hours I want to share with you? First thing is, when you are looking at a product and you're putting together all the pieces, the content, the flow, the landing, just making the product better and the automation, you're working on all these things. Don't forget about the little things. I literally have been kind of really focused on driving this to give the best value I can. And then I went and checked our basic web page and our basic Facebook page, and I was like, wow, we need some more information here, right? It is like there was no phone number, there was no address, there was a major pieces missing. So made those quick tweaks. Took about 4 minutes to do, and it's going to add a lot of value. So sometimes we're getting so deep into launching our product or our charity or whatever we're working on, and we get so focused on the big things like, oh, I need to create a video, or I'm going to run this campaign and get all this attraction. I'm going to write these big articles and research the heck out of it. But you need the basics, right? It's like can't open a physical location without having a sign on the building. You need those pieces. So continually reassess your strategy and your programs that you're working on as you're rolling out your new product, program, or business, and reassess the impact of the things that you're doing relative to the time it'll take, right? So you want to balance, right? So if something takes 4 minutes to update and it allows your customers to find you digitally by searching and call you, those are pretty big things, right? And so those should have simmered up to the top. And so I'm really glad I reviewed where we were and what I was focusing on. But that's the lesson. Do that.
I hate working out, but I do it anyways. It's true.
All right, so just a quick recap of what I learned. Had an awesome meeting with a creative artist, expert at video, and we really just jammed and brainstormed about things we can do to kind of communicate and engage a bit better. It was actually a really fun session. Built out some new ideas, things that I didn't think about, but together we came out with them. So really highlights in the lesson there is get together with people that are passionate and have depth in an area, and then build from there together, right? Like I can't be audacious enough to think that, oh, like this is how I want to do it. I came in with this is how I want to do it, but when we started iterating on it, we found a better version. So it's 8:30, just finished my last work meeting, and it's been an amazing day. I feel like I really love this day overall. It's a Monday, it's a fantastic Monday. The last meeting, it turned out really where there was a need for the individual to kind of really get more exposure. And so I thought we went into the meeting where I was going to like use them as a resource and hire them. And it actually turned into something where we spent a lot of time on kind of advice, planning 6-month, 12-month targets. Like how can he build out his career? And I enjoyed that, and I hope I gave him value for the time. I opened the door a little bit for him where he could do some work for me at a small budget just to kind of help him learn. But experience matters, right? And so my lesson that I'd want to share is, if you want to do something for somebody else, you need to do it for yourself first, right? So if you want to run social media campaigns or run Facebook ads or Instagram ads, you need to have done it first and have a track record. And or if you have no experience in something, set up a risk reward for your future client, such that there's no risk to them for working with you. And if you can do that, then you can get the foot in the door, prove yourself, and get a guaranteed client. So more on that later, but time for dinner. So good luck out there. So checking in real fast. It's 9 o'clock. I'm starving. Like I have like a stress headache. I'm so hungry. Really just need to do better today. I told lunch was terrible. I skipped it. Ate bars all day. Really not the best nutrition day for me. But on the my commute home, I actually just recorded an excellent detail on how an organization or a business should form their social media strategy, considering psychographic, demographic considerations. Going from the creative, how you test the creative, how you think about the creative, the copy, the deployment on the ad sets, the value of A/B testing, and then on your landing pages, giving value and or converting to a sale. Kind of how you analyze that. How do you assess it? How do you take out ego out of the equation? How do you learn from the market? And pretty happy with that content. So I'm gonna post that out and share that. Hopefully, it's valuable to other folks trying to make a difference in the world. Whether you're trying to do charity water or you are trying to, like Gary Vaynerchuk, trying to build large scale businesses and win the Jets, or if you're trying to, like I am, trying to open a hospital in Rwanda, trying to make an impact with people on their coaching and athletic and corporate wellness, or all my hard work around cybersecurity and branding and in reputation on social media platforms for individuals and organizations. So many areas for utility. These are awesome platforms that will really give your business and your pursuits value. And I would recommend you really understand these platforms. These are not simple. They will give you an amazing opportunity, but you must respect them and bring together both qualitative and quantitative, and the art matters. So it's the end of the day. I need to do my journal. I find it very important to kind of think back what was amazing in the day, just like 3 things, and then one thing I could have done better. And really the last, I guess, hour and a half, 2 hours, while I've been doing a lot of messaging and coordinating with some team members on kind of their day, I honestly just been kind of put my feet up. I had some food twice and watched a little TV, which is very unusual. But it's become a bit of an annoying habit recently, and feel like I've got everything set up nicely for the next 2 days, and just really thought we did the day really well, and I have a very clear ambition tomorrow morning to put together so that we can now share this program with people, and have some really amazing creative and art that's being set up, and just real lucky just to have these people in my life, and glad to bring them all together. So nothing really to close it out other than that's Tuesday. But you know what? It's Monday. It was a great Monday. I got enough done though. I think it was Tuesday. How about that?